Blue Scuti achieved the first ever game crash in NES Tetris, and perhaps even more importantly, a Game Scout's video on it got a lot of views, and I want views, which is why I'm now going to be talking about something that video did not go into, which is the actual game itself. And it talks about the end and some of the mechanics of the game crash. So I thought it'd be cool to look at the actual game and analyze it. What did he do well? What did he do not so well? How does this game work? What are insights you can provide about that? Why is the audio quality a little better now? I'll answer that one. It's to keep you on your toes. Stay sharp. And you might be wondering, who am I? I have done a long run of 29 myself with cheats that allow you to play on 29 without rolling, which is of course dramatically easier than what Blue Scuti has done, but I think gives me some perspective. I know some stuff about the game, basically. Alright, let me get into it. Alright, so what's going on here? You can start on any level from 0 to 19 in NES Tetris. Higher levels give more points but are faster. He's starting on level 19, so that gets you the most points. Another thing he's doing, he's stacking all his pieces on the left, so we can get a line piece to the right, clearing 4 lines at once. That's called a Tetris. That gives way more points than just clearing 1 or 2 lines at a time. So he's going to be trying to do that a lot for now. Playing quite high up here, as you can see right now, aggressive plays as they're called. I don't know if he was going into this with the intention of I'm going to go for game crash. I think he must have been, because he had score on cap on. You can see in the top score above the regular score section it says 999999. You can use cheats effectively to turn that off, and at this high of a level pretty much everyone does, but it's important for the game crash that it's a completely unmodified game. I assume that's also why he's on level 19 start. Most people do 18 instead of 19 because 19 is 50% faster and only like 5% more points. I assume he's doing 19 just to like get through it a little faster, which makes sense. It's a 40-minute run getting to crash. You want to speed that up a little bit. That's a lot of Tetris to play at once. Good clean play at the start. Nice to see. Oh, that was a cool S-spin there. That is a 2-frame window on level 19. Oh, and there's level 20 transition. I imagine we're going to be seeing more spins and attempts for spins on level 29. And on those, that is a 1-frame window. So that is a difficult maneuver. Very clean so far. Minor digs and stuff, but mostly just surviving, playing good. I don't know if that was a good move back there. Alright, I'm gonna backseat game a little bit here. This I think could have gone here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Hopefully future me knows what I'm talking about. You could put the Z in a bit of a better place maybe. It'd avoid this situation where, yeah, he puts that here instead of going to the right and clearing a line. I don't know what that's about. Works out because he gets the long bar, but I don't know. Oh, maybe it doesn't work out. Okay, he's fine. Getting the long bars at the appropriate time can never hurt in a Tetris game. Okay, oh great, they have a score display on the right. I'm watching the Classic Tetris channel's upload of this. Who's talking in the background? I'm the one talking here, shut up. So anyway, they edited in a score display thing. That's convenient and makes sense, but is annoying because I made a little like Desmos graph to approximate the score so I could talk about it. But no, that's fine, you just edit it in. yourself, and I don't get to add anything special, and okay, I see how it is, that's alright. At this point, Blue Scuti enters level 29. This is significant because levels 19 through 28 were actually all the same speed. To compensate for this, at level 29 the game doubles in speed, which is its final speed increase. It's no longer very safe to go for Tetrises. He is gonna go for that Tetris. And Blue Scuti is just gonna try to clear. And they've even got a level display. I don't get to add anything. Lines at the bottom for as long as he can. What am I doing here? We're getting a bit over 1,000 points for every single line clear. That's gonna go up substantially as the levels increase. Looks like he is just lining out, mostly. Just clearing lines at the bottom. Not a whole lot of room for interesting commentary over that. I am increasingly thinking this video was a horrible idea. Okay, getting a bit high. Oh. Okay, you're just gonna get back down again. Alright, fine. But Blue Scuti gave me permission to do this for some reason. But I would still rather not upload it if I didn't have anything to add, really. Got a long bar dependency on the left. He needs a long bar. He gets the long bar. Good for him. Yeah, so the level counter is broken. That's something that happens. Talking about breaking the game, that's sort of the first thing to break in Tetris, and that's just at level 30. So in a way, the game has been broken for quite a while, since For Ackerland first got to level 30 in, he claims 1990, first in recorded was 2011. You might be thinking, isn't 999999 sort of a glitch? No. I believe there is actually code in the game that says, like, if score greater than 999999, set score 999999. Except instead of that, it was a bunch of assembly instructions, right? But that is actually intended behavior. That is not a glitch. The level counter is a glitch. It is the first of many glitches that are going to be happening. Of course, the finale, as it's known, is the game crash, beating the game, as it's been dubbed. The first time a game has ended not to top out or reset or inexplicable hardware shenanigans. Single lines are now adding pretty much 2,000 to the score, and this is the kind of ratcheting up caused by the level counter. There's a lot of doubles happening right now, so you can't actually really see it. Oh, there it is. There were a couple of them there. Oh, Tetris. That's cool. That's worth like 60,000 at this point. Ooh, a mistake. Finally, I have something to say. Yeah, there's a Tetris that's worth, you can see it goes from 1.54 million to 1.6 million, and then followed by a mistake. What happened there exactly? Just indecision or something. Indecision or some weird controller thing got put there. And he clears it out very quickly because he's quite good at this game, as you may have noticed. I've just discovered I can slow it down, so let me try to do that. He decides to put this piece here instead of all the way to the right, but what that does is there's this weird sort of block in the middle and there's nothing on the sides, which is sort of awkward. So with the T, he doesn't want to continue building that. So we're throwing that to the right and this line to the left. Not a huge deal, he's getting back down, but then this T's annoying here. What does he decide to do with it? He puts it there, which makes sense, that's the best move probably. And again, this would be fine, but then this piece decides to put here, which is pretty good, I think. But then you need a long bar to go here, and he puts that there instead and just says I'm gonna play high up, a few rows up for a little while. It's 500 lines with that line clear, that's pretty cool. And anyway, so he's playing a few, like 2 rows up for a little bit. Not really a big deal, but it's something that's happening, at least. Oh hey, about to hit 2 million points? Hey, that's one of his goals down. Oh, I started to stop paying attention, but we are playing a little bit high up now, kinda. So what happened here? Okay. He puts this T-piece there. There just really isn't anything that doesn't either create a hole, like what he did, or create some kind of dependency where you're waiting on a specific piece. So, yeah, I think what he did makes sense, but now there's this hole he's gotta figure out how to get rid of, and that was awkward. Yeah, putting the I piece flat like that does not leave a place for an S piece, and then he gets an S piece. That's tough. And if he gets stuff to put in the place, it'll be good having that be the case. And he puts an S piece, sort of a similar dilemma where you either got to create a hole or a dependency. I guess if you put it, I guess you go too free, that only like worsens the dependency that exists, which is maybe better, I guess. But anyway, it's a reasonable call to burn it, but then you are. But from here, the board's pretty nice and inviting, and he's getting good pieces for it, and he's able to dig back down, putting that eyepiece flat there, sort of recovering that hole, but then it's fine. Alright, back down to the ground, set it back to normal speed. 450 lines of level 29. It's been, I don't know how good he is at controlling nerves, but he might be getting pretty nervous right now. It's not something you get every game already. Line-wise, we're not even halfway there. Score-wise, we're not even a third of the way there. Getting into a lot of these now. Possibly getting nervous, possibly just annoying pieces. Let me see how this latest one happened. What's that there? Waiting for a square? I don't know, maybe that's good. I would have put it one to the left to try to clear with an L or J or an I, which is what happened to come next, but I don't. On lower levels, you can try to say, I'm going to put it here, but if I see in the next piece that this piece is coming, then I'm going to move it over here. So in theory, you could say, like, I'm going to put it here if an L or a J or an I comes, or I'm going to put it here if like a square comes, or a T you could burn with that. In any case, you could try to do the reaction time call on that, but at level 29, the piece goes from the top to the bottom of the stack in like 0.3 seconds. So that's hard. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could put it like all the way left or something, instead of putting it there, which forces you to wait for a L piece or an I piece. And then then that Z piece, that's annoying. I mean, this is the only place that doesn't create a ton of holes, but that also creates a line dependency. And I think it is better than creating a bunch of holes with like 3, 4, but it's not great. Maybe that's fine, actually. Like, the stack surface you create is not bad, so you can burn it out probably pretty easily, but I mean, it's hard to see that, like, again, the piece falls from the top to the bottom in 0.3 of a second. And also there's like 0.2 of a second between pieces, but still, it's hard to think that fast. I mean, at these speeds, you're not really like thinking consciously about the decisions at all, to be honest. Like, if you pause time and ask Blue Scuti, why did you make XYZ move? He could tell you, like, well, it's better than this move because of this. Like, blah, blah, blah. But if you ask him, are those really the reasons why you made that move? If he's anything like me, the honest answer is no. The honest answer is, I've played this game for like 1,000, 2,000, I don't know how long he's played, how many hours he has in this game, at least a couple thousand probably. And in that time, I've built this like subconscious mind goblin who whispers into my ear the moves to make. But I don't know what he's up to in there. I don't know what his criterion are. He's pretty good at it, so I trust him usually. Anyway, gets a square, burns a line there, has to wait for a long bar to put there, gets the long bar, and you should be able to get out of this now. Once he gets a long bar, and now he's back down to the ground. Level 80 now. Now he's going to be getting like 3,000 per individual line clear. Look at that. And that's how, I mean, 2.5 million now. It's going up pretty quickly. That's only going to get more and more extreme as the levels keep climbing up. 800 lines now, you can see at the top there. Getting it close to 1,000 lines, which is going to be the next thing that's going to break. The line counter doesn't have any functionality like the score counter, where it sets itself to 999,999, because the developers never expected you'd be able to do this. So it will start going up into the letters after hitting 1,000. So that's the next thing that's gonna obviously break. Good job on the game though for making it this long. I mean, all things considered, it's not like that broken of a game, really. Like Mario, I watch Cosmic's videos and he's just like, hey, watch this, and it shows some new way of like jumping through a wall or whatever that I've never seen in my life. And NES Tetris, I mean, there's some weird stuff that the game does and weird tricks that's been discovered, but at the end of the day, top level gameplay is just playing the game but really well. He has remained remarkably low to the ground this whole time. I mean, just a few minor digs for the whole duration of this. In my cheats run, there was a lot more shenanigans happening higher up. This is yet another way that he's better than me, that he doesn't have the luxury to do wacky stuff all the time because he's playing the game legitimately like a dweeb. And making it very close to 1,000 lines right now. 3.5 million already. Getting like 4,000 for every line clear now. It goes up, not exponentially, it goes up quadratically. Wow, that's not as cool sounding. There's a reason people say exponentially when it's technically not correct. 992, 993, 994. Welcome to Counting with Nerd the Box. Like and subscribe for more counting content. 999. A00. Oh, they even added a lines counter. You could figure it out. It doesn't move that... It doesn't go up that fast. They think so little of you all. There's 4 million. Like, getting close to 5,000 per individual line clear. For individual line clears, it's 40 times the level plus 1 is the points you get for a line clear. For doubles, it's 100 times level plus 1. Triples, 300. Tetris is 1,200. He's only gotten like one Tetris post 29 or something, right? It's not been a lot. Getting close to the next major glitch, the glitched colors. At level 138, we will see the color palette break due to various memory shenanigans. I'll also link Hydrant's video on in the description if you want to watch that. Why not? You know, here's something that's kind of interesting, I guess. So yeah, it's the Christmas spirit does crazy things in Tetris, in short. Only 100 lines away from the glitch colors. This is... very few people have achieved glitch colors. The pressure has to be on now. Because it feels very close to be just a couple hundred lines away from world record and the game crash and all these things. But, I mean, it's like 6-7 more minutes of playing at the highest speed in NES Tetris non-stop. That's a lot. 1,300 lines now. Final 20 before the glitch colors. Let's see how much the glitch colors shake up this lot. Oh, he's Tetris ready. Oh, a thing happened. A thing happened in the game. I mean, let's look at the score before and after, right? Yeah, 5.3 million. 5.465 million. 160,000 points from one Tetris. I don't know if you remember from way back in level 19. That was only like 24,000. Oh wait, there's glitch colors. Oh, There's glitch colors. Is that throwing him off his game at all? No, it looks fine in a mild dig, but he'll get out of this. Here's the next glitch colors. Funny outlines. The visibility on some of these is quite bad, but this one is manageable. This one's sort of weird. All the glitch color schemes have great names invented by Greg Boomcannon, a developer of StackRabbit and generally cool person. I don't know. I think the last one was Nuclear Spaghetti. The one that's happening right now is, I don't know. I could pull it up, actually. Lychee. The previous one was Glowing Spaghetti. Apologies. This could have been in the original game, one of the palettes. It would work well. This is Red Velvet Cake. 6 million points, 1,400 lines, and Into Dusk. This is just not great. On this capture in particular, what is happening? I might have to turn up the saturation and editing. If he's actually seeing what I'm seeing, it's terrifying that he can follow that. Anyway, another bright one now, thank goodness. Bubblegum! But then coming up is Charcoal, which is maybe even worse. Maybe even worse than Dusk. When he gets past Charcoal, no problem, moves on to Week Old Bubblegum. These names are great. In any case, none of the glitch colors are really going to pose as much of a challenge as Charcoal. The next big thing to happen is the game crash, which a single at 1489 lines should game crash 100% of the time. We are now at just 5 lines away from the crash point, but then he places that S piece wrong. He wanted to put that a square to the left to clear that line and just have a couple of holes on the bottom, but that does not happen. Gets the line piece there to fill in some of the gap. Is going to need to get stuff to clear it there. Puts the line all the way left, which is interesting. That doesn't accomplish a lot. I'm putting the square there, just creating more holes. Getting pretty good pieces right now. Opening that gap, getting a long bar. Unbelievable, I ran out of storage literally a fifth of a second before the cool part. Which is where he gets out of this dig. A very nice job on that. But as you can see, I went too far back. The long bar clearing that, he's at 1489 now, and the long bar clears 3 lines, not 1, which does not crash. Let me get his reaction to that.
I missed it.
He missed it. What else is there to be said? So now, I don't know if he knows, what the next best thing to do, or if he's just clearing lines, hoping it crashes eventually. Something or other happens. Bunch of missteps there. Quite high up, quite bad. Just getting pieces around. That L piece clears a single.
Oh my god!
That's a pretty good pop-off. Incredibly impressive stuff. 6.85 million points. 1,511 lines. First ever game crash. Clutching it out at the very end. That's quite a finish. You know what? I'm still annoyed I didn't get to use my Desmos graph, so I'm going to show it to you now, right? Okay, random point in the video. 639 lines in. So I can go here, and it says I think it's probably going to be around 2.12 million, and it's 2.16 million. That's pretty good. And I never got to use it because it just happened.